Hello, everyone. I just wanted to say hello and introduce myself and say a few words about the course. My name is Michael McMullen, and I'm teaching this section of Sociology 200. I think the official course title is Understanding Contemporary Society, but this is basically an introduction to sociology. I realize a lot of you may not know what sociology is or how it's different from other social sciences like psychology or anthropology, and so hopefully this class will help you understand that a bit. In brief, sociology is basically the study of people groups. It's a study of human behavior within social groups, whether they be small groups like families or classrooms, or even larger groups like cities or countries or entire societies. So I'll say more about that perhaps later. I grew up in northern Kentucky. I am currently living right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. This is my living room all around us. I do a couple things at Lee. I teach part-time online as well as in the classroom at Lee University, and I also work in administration. I came to Lee in 1991 and was a psychology major. I finished school with that degree and met my wife while I was at Lee. I know, typical Lee romance story. After Lee University, I attended the Church of God Theological Seminary and did a Master of Divinity. Like, I guess, every good Church of God boy, I felt this call to pulpit ministry. And so I went to the seminary and worked in the church world for several years as a youth pastor, as an associate pastor. Most recently, we were on staff at a church out in Texas. I was one of about 8 staff pastors. I did discipleship ministries and young couple ministries. So after a few years, we moved back to Cleveland and began working at Lee University. I pursued my master's degree in sociology. While I was pastoring for many years, I often felt this conflict, perhaps, or not an easy transition between the church and culture. And I think sometimes our church does a great job of interacting with our communities around us, and other times we don't do such a great job. And so that became very apparent to me while I was working as a pastor. And so I pursued my Master of Arts in Sociology from the University of Alabama, Birmingham. And I'm currently in the middle of my PhD working on my dissertation at Lancaster University over in the UK. I'm working on educational sociology and looking at issues of social justice and inequality within the education system. So I'm enjoying it so far, and I get to travel to England a few times, so that's not so bad, right? Um, Anyway, I'm married. I have 2 children. I have a son who is 15 and a daughter who is 5. And our little joke around the house is that they are much more similar than they want to admit. Anyway, I'm excited about this semester and looking forward to meeting all of you and having a good time in this course. If you need anything from me, feel free to email. I'm always checking email. I think I have my phone number as well. You're free to text. I don't usually answer unknown numbers, but I'm happy to, if you text me, I'm happy to call you back at some point if you need that. And I hope we have a great semester.